Yeah, no, I know. Now we're all ready to go take a nap. I know I am. Ugh. Susan switching me around, making me go last, keeping everybody awake.
It's for the drive home.
There you go, something like that. I just wanted to first start off with how happy I am to be here and how honored I am that Susan invited me to speak, because I get to speak at a lot of nonpartisan events because the things that I generally advocate for transcend party lines. And today I'm really excited to be here among my fellow Democrats and express myself as a young Democratic woman. When my state of North Carolina passed the voter suppression bill that took away the voter education programs in our high schools and took away the opportunity for 16 and 17-year-olds to pre-register to vote and automatically be added to the voter rolls when they turn 18, Republican lawmakers attacked the young people of my state by insinuating that we're incompetent and lack the comprehension necessary to be involved in our government. Even though half of the teenagers in North Carolina who pre-registered with a party affiliation registered with the Republican Party. When I looked to the Republican governor of my state to have a reasonable discussion about this issue and ask for his leadership in setting an example for his party in treating my state's young people with dignity and modeling the patriotic duty to encourage us to be active and involved as responsible citizens, he called my request ridiculous and called me a prop for liberal groups. Senator Josh Stein, who has announced his campaign for North Carolina Attorney General, stood up in our state Senate and spoke out against the attacks on our young people. And our current Attorney General, Roy Cooper, who has recently announced his campaign for governor, wrote a letter to Pat McCrory mentioning the elimination of our pre-registration program and urging Governor McCrory to veto the bill. Hillary Clinton called out the elimination of our high school voter education and teen pre-registration programs in North Carolina. And both she and Bernie Sanders want to increase registrations and turnout among young people nationwide through automatic registration. California Secretary of State Alex Padilla has made voter outreach in high schools a priority, and California Governor Jerry Brown signed a bill last month that will make California the second state to implement automatic registration. These are the examples of leadership our young people deserve. The kind of leadership that stands for us, encourages our involvement, and leads by example in showing us how to become leaders ourselves. Whether it be my own 9-year-old Shiro Johanna down in Jacksonville, Florida, who wants to see her city pass a human rights ordinance to protect the LGBT community, or my new friend Mia, who is a 6th grader in West Virginia, who sometimes gets a hard time at school because she wants women to have equal pay, rights, and opportunities. The young people who are getting involved need people to encourage them to continue their involvement in positive ways. One of the people who encourages me is our Southern Regional Director, Susan Smith. The blush that I'm wearing today, I got when Susan brought some of her makeup that she wasn't going to use to a campaign training to let the teenagers who came share it. But Susan has passed down so much more to me than makeup. She's shown me what it means to be a leader in this party, and she's showing this party how to include young people in the work that we're doing. Susan understands that if you want to find ways to get young people involved, the best thing to do is actually ask us. Our president, Barack Obama, has taught me the most important thing that we can do for ourselves, our communities, our country, and this party is to dream big dreams. Dreams are about looking forward. They're about imagining the possibilities. Throughout our history, the idea of the American dream has expanded to include more citizens and provide greater opportunities for our citizens. If you take a look at what some of the people calling themselves leaders in the Republican Party are doing, they want us to be afraid of each other. They're trying to convince us that the only way to have opportunity and prosperity and rights for ourselves is to deny these things to others. They're creating an American nightmare, and the youth of this nation must act as that light that shines in the darkness and exposes these monsters for what they are. Using lies and coming up with the most divisive rhetoric possible in order to get attention for yourself is not the example we need our leaders setting for our youth, and we've got to let them know. And if we see our peers start to follow these bad examples, we've got to remind them that they can be passionate about the issues while still conducting themselves with integrity. I dream of a nation where every child born knows that she is growing into the responsibility of citizenship, and that upon reaching voting age, whenever the spark ignites in her to get involved and use her voice in the voting booth, that her leaders and fellow citizens support her, no matter how much her opinions or experiences might differ from their own. I want her to feel proud to be one of the many who makes us one. We need civics education programs in our schools at every grade level that encourage kids to be informed citizens and get involved in building the future in which they will lead. We need voter education programs in every high school. Being prepared to fill out a ballot should be just as important as knowing how to fill out an answer sheet for a standardized test. We need to make sure citizens of eligible voting age are registered, and we can increase the number of registered voters through pre-registration or automatic registration. We need to look forward toward the leaders of the future. Let's imagine the possibilities of improving the function of and discourse in our government by making sure our youth have the examples of leadership they deserve. Let's nurture the American dream by supporting candidates and policies that will increase the engagement of our young people. But most of all, we have to dream these big dreams together. Thank you.